friends, it's Therese and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a bit since I've uploaded or done anything. It's just been a weird couple weeks, so it's fine. I'm back. But while I was perusing through my ideas, which is why I haven't been posting in a while, because I was just like not very passionate or intrigued about the ideas that I had. The idea came to me because I had just finished His Mortal Demise by Vanessa Lai. And I was like, ooh, my favorite magic systems. So I'm here to talk to you guys about some of my favorite magic systems, why they're my favorite, and you know what universe they're from, and kind of the thing that I learned researching magic systems that I found very interesting. So let's hop in the video. If you like these kind of videos from me, hit like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what other videos you want to see from me in the future. But until then, let's get into the video. First things first, this is what I learned. It's going to be very important for the duration of this video. Promise it's going to be short and brief. Much like everything in life, magic systems also are set in a spectrum. So we have our hard magic systems, just things where it's very cut and dry. It's very logical that there are hard stops to every magical component of this world. And soft magic systems, kind of likened to, I guess like the Night Circus or Starless Sea, where you don't really know the idea of the magic system, but you can kind of accept it for what it is. Most books that we read nowadays tend to fall smack in the middle, which is a medium magic system, which is what we know now, where there are set rules and regulations, but there's room for authors to flub it a bit. Moving on to the first book, which I would say probably falls closer to the hard magic system, and the inspiration for this book, because the sequel and the final to the duology came out last week, last Tuesday, same day as Sunrise on the Reaping, and that is The Last Bloodcarver duology by Vanessa Lai. This is set in a Vietnamese high fantasy world following Nika, who is the last known bloodcarver of this world. She is able to kind of manipulate inside the body by utilizing calories, and can heal people, injure people, and what have you. But she primarily uses it culturally, as what she was taught, to heal people and better the world. I received an arc of both of these, and I have physical copies in my shelves right now, but I need them. I loved both of these books. Obviously not a review, but just wanted to get that out there. But this magic system was honestly so fun and so inventive. The author herself, I believe, studied like human science in college, so she has a lot of knowledge on the topic that she's doing. So it was really cool to see how she used her scientific knowledge in the magical setting. And while it was super complex, because like I said, it's literally just Nika talking about how she needs a certain amount of calories to be able to pull off certain kinds of healing, how she has to pull from certain parts of her body. Like there's a lot of mentions of like pulling energy from the liver to be able to heal a certain wound, or having to like kind of connect with the mind to figure out what's going on. While it felt really complex and there were definitely a lot of hard stops, like she obviously couldn't heal someone if she hadn't eaten all day or if she was really tired, but she was capable of healing someone if she had gotten more rest or had more food in her. So it's something that she had to balance quite a bit. But I felt like while this sounds really complex, the author explained it in a way that made sense, and it stopped being so complex. Like there were definitely moments where I was like, oh yeah, that makes complete sense, that she would pull from I don't even know what side the liver's on. She would pull from her liver to be able to heal that one cut on her thing, or she needed more calories to be able to fully heal a leg. Or yeah, that makes complete sense that she used her magic to send a shockwave down an arm to kind of like freeze her arms in place. Like it made sense. So very fun. I highly recommend it. It's just a really good magic system, I think, and it was good. It was just good. The next one is the Darker Shade of Magic trilogy. Now I haven't finished the series, the trilogy. I probably should just do a reread of the first two books that I read and then read the third one, because I haven't. I own the third one, but I haven't read it yet. This is about Kel, who is the last known kind of dimensional hopper. So he lives in this place where there are multiple kinds of Londons, all varying kinds of magic, with I think gray or black London being the only London without magic. And Kel is the only one who can kind of jump through worlds, and he's the last one. There's something about this magic system that even though I haven't read it in a while, just really sticks out to me. I like the use of blood magic in this book. I like the use of tokens, and I just like kind of the ability to jump between worlds, and I like the concept that he is the only one who can do it, but there are other people who have that like kind of lineage or capabilities that maybe have just been dumbed down or watered down throughout the years. They can't use it, but they are able to jump through realms. I had a lot of fun reading the first book. The second book was a little iffy for me, which is why I haven't picked up the third book. But like I said, there's something about the magic system in this world, with the time jumping, the blood magic, the tokens, the elemental magic, if I'm remembering correctly, that just feels very distinctive for me. And there's nothing that I can really compare the magic system to, but it definitely does fall on the softer magic aspect, because you kind of have to accept things for what they are without a lot of explanation or hard lines. But it was still a fun situation to be in. The next one is the Graceling series. I didn't like the first book, but that being said, I really like the magic system. This is a YA high fantasy following young Katsa, who is a Graceling. She is one of the few people, or I say few, we didn't get numbers, but one of the few people on this world that is bestowed upon a grace, which is a kind of magic power, and her magic power is to be a killer. She is a very adept killer. Because of this, she has been employed by her uncle for years to kind of do his bidding around the kingdom. That is until a young prince comes into town looking for his missing grandfather, and the two of them kind of go off into a little adventure. I love the magic system in this book. It reminds me a little bit of like how X-Men mutant powers evolve, because here we follow Katsa as she learns more about her powers, and we get to see it evolve as she grows, and we get to see it grow into something that she can understand and really appreciate where she couldn't before. And I just like seeing that ability to see powers grow as you grow, and like kind of, it's like a muscle almost. The more you use it, the stronger you get. So I really like that aspect of the magic system. I didn't like the first book. I tried really hard. The next one I also need to read the books for. I read the first book and I have the second book, so I think I just need to do another like 24-hour readathon to read all 3 books. But that is the Magician series by Lev Grossman. I love the TV show. I love the TV show. And this is also another thing that inspired me to make this video, because I was rewatching it and I was like, gosh, the magic system is just... So this is a adult high fantasy following young Quentin, who I believe he's either, I don't remember if it's grad school or college in the book, but he is entering college and he finds out that he is a magician, so he goes to Brakebills College or university. This book is the TV show and books are very much described as Harry Potter meets Narnia on crack, and it's very true. There are a lot of things that happen in those books. But one thing about the magic system that makes me really enjoy it is that it definitely falls on the harder magic system, where there are a lot of hard lines and a lot of hard rules that cannot be broken. In the Magicians, there are a lot of specifications. So you have to be a magician, obviously. You get a specialty, kind of like where you prefer your magic to be. Like, there's physical kids, there's the travelers. I guess that's not really like a specialty, but most of the physical kids is what we see. There are the hedge witches. Then you have to learn certain like hand movements. In the TV show, they learned tutting, which was really cool. And sometimes you have to say a spell with it. Then the part that makes it really, really difficult is that there have to fit certain circumstances. So it's almost like putting equations together, where they have to like fit the time of day, the weather, the capabilities of the magician, the strength of the magician, the placement of the moon, where the clouds are. So it's just very hyper specific situations that to the reader makes sense. Like, obviously, yeah, there are some spells you probably can't do because you're not powerful enough, or there are some spells you can't do because, you know, how are you gonna grow something in the middle of winter? And so to the reader, it makes sense, but to the characters it's very difficult because it's very formulaic and they have to figure out what formula fits in where. So I think it's fun to see something that the readers can potentially understand more and grasp more than the actual characters, because we see the big picture. We see the, like, yeah, that makes sense, but to them, they have to really just hone in on like a formula and really fit that formula to a T. And that comes off in the show as well. So, one of my favorite magic systems of all time, I would say. Magicians, just love Grossman's, just mwah. And the last book, I mentioned it earlier in this video, but the last book on this is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This is an adult historical fantasy set in kind of Europe, following these two magicians who are set to compete to be the best magician, to be crowned the best magician. And their backdrop happens to be the Night Circus, which is a circus that only appears at night. It disappears in the morning and reappears in a new place at night. If you're like brand new to this channel, it's no secret that I really love Erin Morgenstern's writing. This definitely, her magic systems tend to fall more of these softer magic systems, because while there are hard lines and there are some limitations, most of what you're reading is based on a vibe. It's a very good vibe, but it's a vibe. Like, if you were to try to break down the magic systems, it probably wouldn't make a lot of sense. But it's a vibe, and you accept the vibe for what the vibe is creating. So it's fun, it's very whimsical, not a lot of, it's very nonsensical at times. It's just, I think, a lot of fun to read in, knowing that the magic system isn't going to be something as minute and detailed as The Magician's is, or something as specific as The Last Blood Carver. It's definitely more whimsy and based on a vibe, which I really enjoy. But that is it for all of the, well, some of my favorite magic systems. If you love this video and want to see more from me, let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, hit like, subscribe, and then until then, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.